In a stunning move, tomorrow's Baltimore Orioles game with the White Sox will be played as scheduled, but no fans will be allowed to attend the game. Sports reporter Sydney Kessler is here with the story.
The unrest in Baltimore has tumbled over to the sports world for the second straight day. The Baltimore Orioles will play tomorrow's game against the White Sox, but the ballpark will not be open to the public. The team made the announcement earlier today after canceling their second straight game in many days. This isn't the first time MLB has had to postpone or shift games because of unrest. The Los Angeles Dodgers postponed 4 games in 1992 after the Rodney King incident. And in 1968, the Detroit Tigers had to shift their series to Baltimore, coincidentally because of the Detroit riots. Live in the studio, I'm Cindy Kessler, River Region Sports.
The men's golf team was in action earlier today at the MVC Conference Championship.
And the baseball team is gearing up for a matchup tonight at home against the Fighting Illini. Let's throw it over to Sydney with more in sports. Sydney?
You're right, Zach. I'll have that matchup, stats, and information next. But first, the volleyball team had an exciting day, adding 2 new players to their roster. And the fight of the century is right around the corner. Don't touch that remote. I'll be back in just 90 seconds.
And now the latest scores and highlights from across the River Region. This is Evening Edition Sports.
Comeback day for the Dogs as the men's golf team moved up to finish for a tie in second place at the MVC Conference Championship. The squad is tied with Northern Iowa right behind Wichita State, who leads the tournament by 37 points. The men finished with a team score of 297 and 9 over par. Top scores for the Dogs came from Wade Thompson with a 72 even, Steve Sushek with 73 and 1 over par, and Andre Mitchell with a score of 75 and 3 over par. This is the last tournament for the Dogs before they head into the NCAA Regionals on May 14th. No start time has been announced. The SAU baseball team is wrapping up their 9-game homestand tonight as they host the number 8 ranked Fighting Illini. Illinois is scorching hot coming into Carbondale, riding a 17-game win streak compared to SAU's 4-game losing streak. The last time the two met in March, the Dogs played a good ball game until the Illini rallied in the 8th to come away with a 4-1 victory.
Oh, it's Illinois. It's obviously a big in-state rival. It's probably been a long series going way back. A really good team this year. Anytime you face a ranked opponent, you always bring more to the table. You want to play better, do more. So tonight, I think they're ranked 8 or 6 in the country. So, it's a midweek game. We're kind of pumped up about it at home. Should be a decent crowd here tonight.
The Dogs will be facing up against the Illini at Itchy Jones Stadium in less than an hour. We'll have the full update and highlights for you tomorrow. And the SAU volleyball team stocked up on talent today. The Salukis signed 2 players to the 2015-2016 season roster, both from foreign descent. Tara Rootlift is a 5'10 libero from Caledon, Ontario. And Marianne Pilon is a 5'10 libero and an outside hitter who is transferring from Salt Lake Community College and hails from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Both recruits have been praised for their athletic backgrounds and high volleyball IQ. Some SAU sports seek to get back on the horse after a tough season, but these students are already on theirs. With over 40 students involved, the equestrian team is continuing to grow every year. Riders of all experience levels are welcome to participate. Beginners can start with the first level walk-trot until working their way up to intermediate levels, and then finally to the open level, which is for the top and most experienced riders.
Our season, our show season is actually all through the fall and all through the spring. So we're pretty much riding every week unless there's a break or a holiday that we have. So we're constantly going, we're constantly bake sailing, constantly practicing, and we normally have shows at least several times throughout the semesters.
To hear more on the equestrian team, tune into Saluki Sports View this Thursday at 5 to hear here on WSIU TV. And the fight of the century is quickly approaching. It's Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao versus Floyd Money Mayweather. Pacquiao is considered the underdog with the odds against the 144-pounder. The Vegas experts are in favor of Mayweather, considering he's an undefeated 5-division world champion. The fight will be available on pay-per-view, Showtime, and HBO. But if you're not willing to pay the fee, note that the game will air for free in Mexico. The fight is set for this Saturday night at 8 p.m. local time. And the Chicago Bulls were set to sweep the Milwaukee Bucks by taking a 3-0 series lead. But due to late game heroics by shooting guard Jared Bayless in Game 4 and the stellar play of point guard Michael Carter Williams in Game 5, the two teams will head into Game 6 of the series. All Chicago needs to do is win one more game and they will advance to the next round. But that's easier said than done, as the Bucks have proven that they may be down but not out just yet. A crucial Game 6 will be played Thursday at 7 p.m. And the Chicago Cubs are hoping to keep their winning streak alive after having the Pittsburgh Pirates walk the plank last night after a 4-0 victory. This win came behind the play of emerging star third baseman Chris Bryant and fellow first baseman Anthony Rizzo, along with pitcher Jason Hamill's eight scoreless inning. The Cubs will continue their 3-game series against the Pirates at 7 p.m. Now moving south, the St. Louis Cardinals went up against the Philadelphia Phillies and lost their second game in a row. The Cardinals' offense was stagnant, with third baseman Matt Carpenter scoring the only run for the Birds. The series will continue tonight in St. Louis at 7 p.m. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited to see what the Cubs are about to do. You know, they're second, and obviously that's a lot better than what we've been doing the past years. So I'm going to keep our fingers crossed and see where we can go.
It's early in the season, and you know, Chris Bryant's doing well. Rizzo, that's a good combo with the corners.
It is. It really is. With the change of the roster this season, it's going to be a good season.
All right, thank you, Sydney.
Thanks, guys.